he's hilarious.
Thank you all so very kindly. And hello again to everybody out there on the internet. My name is GeoBrax, and I am proud to be your host for the second ever Global Cities Tournament. The Global Cities Tournament 2024 will feature 134 cities participating in a single elimination of knockout tournament brackets. In a change from GC 2020, the seeding of cities will no longer be based upon the Kearney Global Cities Report. Instead, we are now using the Global City Ranking Model developed by Justin O'Byrne. This model grants 60% of ranking weight to economic inputs, 15% to diplomatic inputs, 12.5% to population and demographic inputs, 7.5% to cultural inputs, and lastly, 5% to visitation inputs.
Truly fascinating!
The rankings produced by O'Byrne make more sense at a glance than do the rankings from Kearney's list. Who would ever consider Brussels to be the sixth most important city in the world simply because it hosts so many embassies and political conferences and has the most access to television news? That is a real factor on the Kearney list.
That's crazy!
Notably, two cities that are ranked top 15 by O'Byrne include Shenzhen and Guangzhou, which are ranked 73rd and 55th respectively by Kearney. Guangzhou, as you all remember, made the quarterfinals of GC 2020 on this very channel, so seeing them ranked so low does not track with the kind of tournament that we are running here at GeoBrax.
Indubitably.
Another misstep from Kearney is the lack of inclusion of secondary and tertiary cities in some countries while over-focusing on others. Paris and London are ranked in the top 3 by Kearney, yet nowhere in their list of 156 cities is a second French or English city to be found. Yet on that same list of 156, Kearney managed to find a way to include 6 Saudi cities. O'Byrne lists 3 cities each from the 3 aforementioned countries. Kearney also tracks Dusseldorf, but not much larger, more well-known cities in Germany like Hamburg and Cologne. O'Byrne ranks the latter 2 cities in its top 60 and does not even include Dusseldorf on its list.
With an improved list of cities comes an improved category listing. For GCT 24, we have more research-intensive categories so that things that entice folks to visit or live in a city do not get bypassed in favor of easier-to-research, albeit less helpful categories like surface area, highest elevation, or best city flag. New categories include a happiness index, a city's carbon footprint, and a public transit rating. There are still some less serious categories, but even those are indicative of a city's cultural relevance or climactic attributes. For the qualifying round and the first 2 rounds, the matchups will be best of 5 categories. These categories will be randomly drawn by my dear friend, Not Ricked. There are 26 categories in total, and they have been broken down into 3 separate pots. The first pot are the green balls. There are 4 of those. These balls indicate the crowdsourced indexes. They're going to be labeled G1 through G4. G1 is crime index. G2 is healthcare index. G3 is pollution index. And G4 is rent cost versus purchasing power. All of these indexes come from the website Numbeo. The second pot includes the 17 red balls. Those categories are going to be listed 1 through 17 as follows. Number 1, the average high monthly temperature closest to 23 degrees Celsius. Number 2, the most species of birds living in a city as determined by the website Avibase. Number 3 will be the number of rainy days a city experiences in a year closest to the target of 120. Number 4 is the highest population density. Number 5 is which city has a shorter distance from its busiest airport to its downtown. Number 6 is gross domestic product per capita. Number 7 is largest company headquartered in the city. Number 8 is the combined heights of the 3 tallest buildings in the city. Number 9 is which city has the higher ranked university on the US News Report. Number 10 is which city has the busiest airport. Number 11 is which city has the most visited museum. Number 12 is the number of foreign tourists that a city receives in a year. Number 13 is the total number of Michelin stars restaurants have received in the city. Number 14 is a happiness index, which could either be the Happy City Index or the World Happiness Report. Number 15 is the carbon emissions per capita in tons of carbon dioxide. Number 16 is public transit rating as determined by the Oliver Wyman Forum. If the cities are not on that ranking, then we will go to a comparison between the length of the metro rail and the daily ridership. Number 17 is the quality of living city ranking from Mercer. The first 4 categories will be drawn from these 21 categories. However, to make sure that more independently verifiable categories rule the day, no more than 1 crowdsourced index may be drawn in any matchup. That means only 1 green ball is allowed. If the draw gives 4 red balls, that works. If the draw gives 3 red balls and 1 green ball, that works. But this is a best of 5, you say. Where does the 5th ball come from? That will come from the final pot of orange balls, of which there are 5. These are the subjective categories. That's right. So if the cities end up in a tie, the tie will be broken by a subjective category. This is done specifically so that GeoBrax may unfairly eliminate your favorite city and for no other sensible reason. These categories will be listed from 01 to 05 as follows. Category 01 is the best city slogan and nickname combination. 02 is best day trip. Category 03 is best landmarks. 04 is best nature or natural setting. And category 05 is best stadium.
We anticipate 19 episodes in total for the Global Cities Tournament 2024, and we will be limiting each episode to no more than 8 matchups so that individual episodes do not drag on. In the next episode, episode 2, we will present the full bracket to you and then get straight into the thick of the action with the 6 qualifying round matchups. Research done for these videos is available at the Discord linked below. If you want to see the bracket as the tournament progresses, check the challenge link below. You can even submit your prediction bracket at any time before episode 3 premieres. Please subscribe and see you guys next time for the Global Cities Tournament 2024.